All right, mate. Hope everybody is doing good. My concern is to help you out, everybody, or who is trying to gain a knowledge exactly how do we install a SQL Server into your laptops or into your machine. I hope everybody is handy with the laptop or the machines where you want to install the SQL Server. First and foremost, I'll try to open my Chrome where I have yesterday tried to download and do the practice session. How do I help to understand more easy way? Where I have tried to do it SQL Server SQL 2022 SSEI Express.s, and this is the second process. Once you go in the process first one part, then it's help you to go with SSMS. So what I'll try to do, I'll just try to SQL Server download. I'm just trying to type it, enter this. Okay, we got a SQL Server downloads. Click on this. First and foremost, we are trying to open it Microsoft where we can be trustable uh, source to download the servers. I would prefer everybody to go with this only. I believe you need to bear with me. I don't have an internet issue, but why is it taking time? Alright, at that moment till it get installed, what I can do it, I have a downloaded version here where I can click on this. That is going to ask me to, do you want to allow this app to make on changes on your device? Yes, we are trying to install it, so we wanted to do this. So this is what SQL Server 2022 Express Edition is going to be download from here. You can see in the background. And here we have an options where you have basic, custom and download media. But we go with the right now for the practice sessions or in the real time also. We use as a basic installation type for the installing the SQL Server database engine features required with default configuration. We have to go with the default configuration because I have none of experience of what could be the customization. So I'll go with this one and try to scroll down and try to give an exceptions. Okay, and I'm trying to give a permission way to be installed the SQL Server installation. It is going to happen into the drive of C program files and in the Microsoft SQL Server. If you want to make some changes in this, do you want to install in somewhere else, C or D or E, any drive, you can make changes in that. And here you can see the minimum space is required for 600 MB and downloading size will be this. I'm going to go for the installation. It's going to take a while. We have to just bear with this. It's going to take in a while for a minute, or maybe it could have, depends on the internet service. Downloading successfully is happening. Now the installation things are happening. You can see what things would be installation would be happening in this. At this time, this is happening. In the meantime, we'll go back into this background. What's happening with my internet? We'll come back again here, okay, so that you guys can also the download from here. Let me try to open SQL Server SQL Server. Wow, SEVER server downloads free. Okay, we got it. We have to see for the Microsoft. This is the Microsoft one. I don't know what's happening, why this is happening. My internet is pretty much good, but maybe it's going on the issue. Uh, yeah, you can see. Let's see, the website is not being loaded completely, maybe because of the internet issue. So what you have to select, just scroll down. You get in a get start with SQL Server on the premises or the iCloud. So we are trying to do it SQL Server premises 2022 on premises. This is premises means that in my laptop in the permission of this. So we are not doing this. We are trying to go with SQL Server 2022 Express version. We have developer version. We have server on Azure also say. So we'll go with this. I'll just click on a download so that you guys can see where it's being downloaded. You can see the download also. It's happening here only in 20-30 seconds. The download will be done because it's a small 4.1 Mbps of this. You can see it's being downloaded, and after that is downloaded, that's it. You have to come back to this process of what we have seen. Select the source where you want to install it, and then just wait for it and bear with this software. What's happening here? Where first and foremost is being downloaded successfully, then installation is happening. At the meantime, what we can do it if you want to see more options installation SQL on the containers like on Windows. Containers are Windows is what we normally use. As a developers, they use for the Linux, run SQL Server on the Linux, or the Dockers are they. Dockers are run SQL servers on that also. Pretty much what's happening today at the time of error, it's happening. It's okay for that. We can bear with that. I'll try to just again click it here back again so that this is we have the download because it is happening here. You can see till now installation server is done and running action is there. It's running action SQL engine configuration is happening, installation configuration. Maybe because of this my installation is also being slowed down. Let me pause and check what's happening with my internet. Why is it taking issue? Here it goes. You can see here it's almost completed. It's not a part of it's been completed. Where you have to here understand what exactly the instance name is given. You can see SQL Server Express. It's going to be instance name for your 2.0.2, and you can see it below only there is a name. Instance name is going to be SQL Server 02. You can see the 02 SQL administrator who's going to be administrator. That is your laptop or the machine where you're installing in the Sami kingdom. Sami, that's me. So you can see in this program file is being installed into the C, and the future installing also SQL engine if I'm not wrong, which is being installed in the expressway, and the version is all being also installed, which is the version is being installed. So now what you have to do, you have to understand this way things have been happening, and after that you have to click on the install SSMS. If you click, it's going to redirect to the page of the Microsoft authentication, where again if it's taking time to me, so first and foremost I have kept on a backup plan where you can see download SSMS 21. Do you see this? It's a portable link. You have to just click on this so that it's going to be downloaded directly into your download page, which is going to take how much is it? 4.2 MB. It's not going to much time. It's gonna just show us in a, that's it, it's done, downloaded. I'm gonna click on that and it's extracting here where it's gonna show us what is going to be installed. Before installing, you have to understand we need to set up a few things that you have to configure your installation. Do you want to see for the private settings and you want to see the Microsoft software testing, you can click here and click, but right now we have to click on continue and we wait for the Visual Studio installer ready because we are trying to install. Server has been installed. Now with the Visual Studio Media all this is going to be installed, which is going to take time, 31 MB. Probably it's going to take 2 minutes if I'm not wrong, or else it can be happen in a minute also. Once it's being downloaded, then it's going to be installing. The process is going to happen, which is not going to take much time, so bear with me. What's going to happen in front of you is this. It's being downloaded here. At the meantime, I'm gonna just minimize this and I'm gonna minimize this so that you can see what's happening, where it's being installed. This is the SQL Server and this is the management. It's happening here. So we understand the instance name, SQL administrator, feature installation, and the version also what's being installed. Alright, 20 Mbps is there more, 10 to 11 Mbps MB is there less, so it should be happening in any minute. It should be finished the downloading. Once the downloading process is done, I'm sure it's not gonna take much time. But again, it depends on your machine and the lab computers, what you're using, what is the speed of your RAM, ROM, everything depends on that also. Downloading is depend on the internet speeds, but if you bear with it, it's gonna make sure you have a worth it of time. You can understand how what things can be installed. I believe in that. So look, I'm today is a good day. Happy days. It's been installed. Visual Studio installer has been done here, and where you can see it is getting the Visual Studio installer ready because it's downloaded and installed. I think it's gonna pop up a page or the pop-up is gonna happen. Here you got it, where you can see things are getting ready. What you have to do is you have right side you have a developer news, and in the red side, left side also you have some things where you have to give in a permission to install here. It is going to show you way to install and how to install. It is very quick, but as I said, you it depends on your computer also, because you can see I have opened the Chrome also. Let me turn it off to this and to settings also, so that my RAM could be savable, and the folder also I'm gonna turn it off. Here it comes. Here you have to understand workload, individual components, and the language package installation locations. You can see where you want to install, and the language packages, and the installation location where you want to install SQL Server Management Studio, what we were talking in the earlier time. So I'll select AI assistance is going on, hybrid is going on. This is a very important things. You can select it all four, and this is where you have selected and individual components if you want, SQL analyze services, reporting services if you want to install. If you want, you can see if probably it never required in the real time. You can add the additional language packages to your installation if you want, apart from any other languages also, like English, French, German, Korean, Polish. I wouldn't prefer, because everywhere it's happening only. And here you have to see total space is taking required, installation, download and install while downloading. Yeah, but we want to install while downloading, install it. And now you have to, this is going to take a bit time. I remember also, because in the practice session also I have observed it, it's taking a time where you have to bear with it and be ready for happy days. Once it's download and verify, then it's going to be happening for installation package, because we have selected downloading with an installation. While it's being downloaded and verifying, it needs to be parallelly work as an installation package also. You can see it's about 784 MB. I'm going to check with other things what we require till this happen. Bear with me. Almost it's been 67%, where you can see it's being downloaded, and parallelly it's trying to install the package is also what's being downloaded, because the 190 packages need to be installed at the moment of downloading and verifying things. 600 MB is done. Almost it should be done as early as possible. After this is going to be, you have to just work on launching the computer, and so I mean launching the studio, so that it could be more easier. I'll try to show you for that. Once it's been downloaded, where you have to understand the installation process. Downloading is done, and the installation packages is also 86 packages has been installed out of 190, where you can see at the bottom only you can see what is being installed. Say SSMS, as I said for you, all required tools which has been defaultly given by the Microsoft Visual Studio. It's being installed, and almost 109 packages has been done, 75%. We're just away of 190. More 90 need to be done. Usually it doesn't take on time, but it depends on my computer. Maybe the configurations of the computer is being used somewhere else, where it's it's taking a pic. It's been 134 to 46, 50, and 60. The studio debuggers are being installed. The remote things are being installed. Microsoft Code Analysis, Service Hubs, and the Studio Setups. Wow, bingo, happy days, 99, 100. Let's come here. Once it's done, finishing installation, this may take a while. It's not going to take a while. It's just going to take in a minute. It's going to be done. because everything is installed. They are trying to prepare the background things. Once it's been done, that's it. Here you can see SQL Server Management Studio 21 version 21.0.1 has been installed. It's an integrated environment for managing any SQL infrastructure from SQL Server to Azure SQL. So here you can see if I just click on the launch, where this is going to be, the software is going to be open completely. Yeah, it's almost done. Here you have two options where you have to sign in with the Microsoft or sign in with the GitHub, or else you can create an account if you have time, or else you can, for the just for the practice session, I'm trying to skip and add account later. All right, it needs to be open. Yeah, you go ahead. Happy days. We are excited to introduce a new connection dialog experience for this available database engine. You must recently used our MRU connection information we can will be carried out over the new experience. Would you like to try it? Select yes. It's just helping us to understand what exactly. So we'll go with the yes option, and this is what you are able to see once it's been completely open the software. This is the header option, file, edit, view, get, tools, extension, window, has. But before using all these files you have to connect to the server. Here is a catch where you need to understand, in the certain computers where you don't have a profile name, okay, it looks like this, it comes as a blank. So you can try with the local host, local local host, okay, that's it. It's going to go for the local host. This is going to be Windows authentication, because we don't have any real-time servers, because this SQL server has been used when you're working in a real-time company. They have an authentication, but right now we don't have anything attached with that. There are no parallel. So we'll go with the Windows authentication and try to click on this trust server certificate, so that you're giving a permission to them to the server certificate. And once you connect it, because as I told you, here is going to be mine, it's going to take as a default here this one, Sammy Kingdom. Your user will be here only, what to be mentioned there, and just click on there. Happy days, you got it. And now this is the pop-up. You click on this pop-up, it's gonna go here where you can see all the database, whatever you're gonna create in this system, database, security and all. Happy days, mates. Everything has been installed here. And in the coming videos, I'm gonna show you how to create a database in this, how to create a database, and after creating a database, how to insert the table and do other things in that. So I'm gonna help you. Thank you very much. Happy days for you all that you have gone a step forward that to understand how to install SQL Server Management Studio 2022 and 21 of 21.0.1 version. I hope some any other questions or the queries are there, you can just comment here so that you can helpful. Try to help somebody who are in a need to install the software by sharing this and give me your feedback. Thank you very much.